I'm going to do an analysis for my media poster. The colour scheme for my media poster is like dark brown, blacks and white. The dark brown makes it like an old kind of look, so it shows that Summer is in the past. She's not alive, she's from the past, she died 2 months ago, and it kind of gives that sense that she hasn't let go of it yet. But like it's got black in it, like a hairstyle black showing. Like black is associated with horror films, like it's quite powerful, it's quite dark, and it like reminds you of death, like it associates with death, and black is one of the main colours that is always used in horror films. We also use white. It's quite like the white that we've used is quite a dusty white, like it's quite like looks quite old and rusty, but we've used it because it also shows like ghostly, because she's coming back as a ghost, and because we didn't want to use red too much, because even though there is some blood scenes in it, like with the blood dripping down her face, it isn't a gory film. It's quite emotional, and it's quite it's like has a lot of feelings in it, because obviously it's about suicide as well. It's also got the same font all on the poster, and it's the same as on the magazine cover. I've got the same fonts, and it's in the film as well. The fonts are all the same, and the actual Summer's End is the same on everything. We've kept that completely the same, so everyone knows when they see that it is for Summer's End. And if it looked different, it'd look quite unprofessional, because everyone would just keep reading the word Summer's End, but they'd just be thinking it's promoting different things, and like it's advertising something different than the film that we're trying to sell. The photo booth is, you can see both of them in it, and they're both complete opposites. Because like you can see that from the beginning they're both like best friends, they're all happy, and like, but you can still see the opposites, because Summer's got dark hair, she's quite pale, but she's still happy at this point, and Elle's got quite blonde hair, but she looks a lot more relaxed from the beginning. But as you go down the photo booth, as the pictures go down, Summer gets more and more vicious as she goes down, and she looks more like a horror character as she goes down, and it shows. This helps showing what's happening in the film. As the film goes on, she gets more vicious, and more of the things that happen is occurring because of her, and she gets more like worse and more like the main horror character all the way through it. So it's the poster is helping showing that she is the character that is to watch out, and you need to be watching her constantly, even though it's in her perspective. You don't want to get too attached to her, because she's going to be ending up being the bad one. At the bottom we've got the directors, like the costume artists, the producers, and we wrote that only in small because obviously people do want to be able to read that, but you don't want to take too much room of the poster, because you want them to be focusing like on the character and the name of the film, because that's what you want them to remember the most, because they'll remember the name of the film, so they'll go to the cinema, they won't remember like all the directors' names. But if they do, they look and you see a director that you remember, like you've seen before, and you like their films, it helps it's free advertisement, because especially if they like seen or loads of their films and they like them, because it means that there's more chance of them going to watch them. But all posters generally have their people who are part of the film on there, because it helps show like that it's not just it's just not just been like a film that's just been made up. It's had a lot, like it's been through like the research process, it's been through the production process, it's been through distribution, it's been through everything. We also put like optimum releasing, like film 4 at the bottom. Again, this is like free advertisement, because as soon as people see these people are associated with the film, it helps trying to getting more people to go and watch it, because if they know that these people are part of it, it generally means that it's going to be quite a good film, especially if they've seen the films that they like before, especially film 4 as well, because like obviously it's associated with like Channel 4 and all their programmes, so they know that they've got quite a good budget. even for independent films. Again, Summer's eyes on this are very powerful. We put a lot of makeup under her eyes to like make everyone concentrate on it. We had her eye contacts in it, and her eyes were very dark underneath them, and it helped. As soon as you look at the poster, that's what hit you with her eyes, because they were very powerful, and you can tell that that's what makes her look more unusual and different to every other character in the film. We also put spine chilling on the top of it, so it helps like attract the readers, so they know that it's not just like an ordinary film. They know it's a horror film, they know what genre it is straight away because it's spine chilling. They know that they're going to go to the cinema, and they know that they're going to get the thrill that they want out of it, because generally the audience that is going to watch it are going because they like the thrill of watching a horror film, because generally the target audience for horror films is like late teens, early 20s, because they like the feeling, they like the rush of watching a horror film. And the use of Imogen Jane and Hannah Francis at the top, so it's advertising what actresses are in there, and not like if it was an actor in it, so it helps show that, like, it helps again advertise who's in it, especially if someone's seen films of him before or who knows them, so it makes them want to go and watch it and see it again. So all of the things on our poster, we researched into posters and we changed it. We had loads of different drafts of our posters, but we decided to keep the same because it generally looked like a realistic professional poster, because of everything we didn't put too much on it, so it looked like it was unprofessional, but then we put enough on it so it gave enough information away for the viewers to want to go and watch it, or at least watch the trailer to see, like, find out more about it.